Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. In comes the corner. Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Araujo gets over and intercepts.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Well, Peter, you'd have to go a long way to find a defender who works harder than Araujo. So fast and physical.
And we saw that, of course, especially in 2022 in Spanish football's biggest game.
When he scored one of his team's 4 goals. In the end, though, the men from Madrid went on to win the season by a pretty big points margin.
13, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Araujo, at least he gave them a bloody nose along the way.
Mateus. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Fiore. Calafiori. And they're back on the ball again. This is De Jong. Well seen. Saw that coming. Mateus! Goal! Portugal! The breakthrough strike! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Opts for safety. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Fiore. And if you have just joined us, still just 1 goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zico. Now it's Yaya Toure. And this is Schneider. Gives it back. Stood up well to him there. Ronaldinho. And it's De Jong. Now it's Mbappe. That's good play. Mateus, given the lift of his goal. Schneider.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's been cut out, well played. Ronaldinho. Mateus. Portugal looking to pass their way through. He's being urged to shoot! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, no joy this time. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Cristiano Ronaldo touches it back. De Jong will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Fiore. Oh, well played, well played. Yaya Toure. Now, can they get him away? And it's Schneider. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Threads one in. Araujo makes the interception. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Calafiori. Now Yaya Toure. And they win it back again. Fiore. Yaya Toure. Schneider. Always onto this. De Jong might just make this. Schneider. And it's Valverde. And here's Zico. And it's made its way to him. Zico. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Cleared away. Looking to play him in. Here it is, crossed in. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Portugal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Portugal go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. And hostility, he's going for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Wits. Ball played for Zico. Looking for options for movement. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Mateus. Mbappe takes control of it and he's on the move. Tries to cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Schneider. Yaya Toure. Calafiori. And it's Wirtz. Now it's Zico. That's Wirtz. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nice looking ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Nicely spread. Succumbs to the pressure. Early stages of the second half, and still two between them. Valverde.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Lovely pass, but can... And the shot! It's there!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Portugal suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness, or this could get away from them.
Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Yaya Toure.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And this is Mohamed Salah. His decent chance! And it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 9.
We have got changes here from both sides, in
Vou dar os
fact.
seus lugares a...
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Portugal still have the cards to affect this game. Now it's Saka. Tries to pass it. There's the shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Maldini. And it's Parla. Mateus. This is it then, now or never.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 10.
Couple of changes then in quick
Cristiano
succession.
Ronaldo. Número 11. Ronaldinho. Número 20.
No, he wasn't going to let him past.
Número 23. Número 15. Número 17.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Osimhen engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, cracking. Goes for a shot! Goal! Portugal! And they've got their lead back. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
You have to credit the desire we...
And a chance! That is decidedly lacking. I think we're just about done here. Parla. Mateus. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Owen. That's the keeper's ball.
Portugal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And here's Owen. And it's Caicedo. The final seconds now. And here's Isak. Reinders is always scanning the pitch for targets. Nicely weighted ball. And he welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. That's a good ball out wide. Matheus Cunha. And here's Reinders. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Mateus picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Portugal leave it late. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very
Hello
nicely here.
everybody, and welcome
Gorgeous,
to today's
gorgeous
match.
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. De Jong, and a chance! Now it's Mohamed Salah, and now the breakaway. No, that's been intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Schneider, and he shoots! He scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Yaya Toure did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Mbappe. De Jong, looking for a runner. No luck with that dink over the top. Zico. Wirtz. Ball played for Zico. Yaya Toure. And it's Valverde. To Pepe. Calafiori. And it's Wirtz. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Searching pass he's played there. It's Salah! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That's a decent clearance. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Schneider. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's running through. Chance! It's bounced back off the post. Fiore. Now it's Ronaldinho. That's an imaginative pass. And he's cut it out. Schneider. Now it's Zico. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Mateus. Wirtz looking to be a menace in the final third. Now it's Schneider. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That is good alertness. De Jong. And they can counter here. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe touches it back. Ronaldinho. Mbappe. Can he finish? That's another chance. It's in. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
This is Zico! They've scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Tries to play it through. Great vision. Oh, good take and and the shot! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
There's the whistle for half-time. There's the start of the second half.
Portugal really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. And the finish! Portugal with the corner, they're first. Keeper has taken decisive action. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get on the end of this? He has a look out. And the shot! And it's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And it's Snyder. Now, can they get him away? Look at the space here.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Mbappe. De Jong. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Oh, that's a fine interception. And it's De Jong. Valverde. Mateus. Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, super ball. It's Ronaldinho! And another try! It's in! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
They're still trying to make a game of this. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Mateus, and it's Ronaldinho. And it's De Jong. Aims beyond the defence. Shapes to shoot! Corner number 2 then.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Federico Valverde. Number 8, Reds. Number 38, Zico. Number 7.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Mateus wins the duel this time. And now a sudden chance to counter. Big chance! One-on-one! Shot goal! Sticks it away! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's become a case of men against boys. Brzezinski.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Moved on forwards. Parlour. Now it's Owen. Picked out brilliantly. Owen! They've done it! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Portugal grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. And here's Kaká. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Lovely feet. And now they can spring out of defence. Saka is looking to influence the game from out wide. Reinders. Now it's Kaká. Kaká.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Reinders. Ronaldinho. And it's Owen. Calafiori. Saka. Brzezinski. And Mateus. And that's it. Portugal suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
Hello attendees,
Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Portugal desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch.